By order of the Governor, Special Order G9, Colonel James T. Johnson is hereby relieved as Commander of the 133rd Airlift Wing, Minnesota Air National Guard, effective 15 April 2016.
Sir, I accept.
Colonel Daniel E. Gabrielli is hereby appointed as the Commander of the 133rd Airlift Wing, effective 16 April 2016. At ease.
General Caton, I hope military retirement's treating you well. I have benefited from your guidance, support for my adventures, and for your advocacy for us all to broaden at higher levels and develop ourselves for future service to this wing and the Minnesota Air National Guard. Former wing commanders and commanders in the 133rd and the Minnesota Guard, thank you for paving the way in building such a fundamentally solid wing which continues to shine among the brightest of the 90 wings. Lastly, and most importantly, to all of you who make up the collective 133rd Airlift Wing, you are the heart and soul of the machine which accomplishes the mission on a day-to-day basis. You have amazed me for the last 18 years of my existence in the wing. We've been together through so many deployments, ORIs, OREs, even though we can't say that anymore, and other such fun adventures. I'm forged by you all. You have carried on a legacy of greatness which is attributed to this wing for so long. In this, the 95th year of the first federally recognized Air National Guard unit, I can tell you that from my former seat as Deputy Director for A&G Operations, I saw units which did things the right way, and those were challenged in many respects. The 133rd definitely had the respect of the Readiness Center and was seen as engaged, involved, and willing to collaborate and contribute to deployments, exercises, and initiatives in a very meaningful way, and have helped to be a part of the solution to many of the Air National Guard's challenges. Okay. Luxury de-icing services aside, we had a great reputation at the Readiness Center. The Ops Group will appreciate that one. To a person, you have made a huge difference. It is so good to be back here and be part of your team again. The wing is running so well now thanks to Colonels Johnson and Hubert and all of our outstanding commanders, and I'm looking forward to keeping this momentum going through the capstone event this coming October, and more importantly, beyond that. My challenge to you all, as well as to myself, is to keep our focus simple. Be the best you can be at the AFSC or supervisory or leadership position you occupy, and continually ask yourself, are you as ready as you can possibly be to execute your wartime mission? If you're not, then personally evaluate what the obstacles are and address those. Identify what can be done by your leadership to help improve those obstacles. Our job as leaders is to remove any impediments for you, the warfighter, to execute your mission. I highly encourage you to read and be knowledgeable about your unit's doc statement. This is the simple definition of your unit's core mission. It consists of the capabilities you're expected to provide to the combatant wing command or the commander upon mobilization. If you've had a good grasp of that statement, you can more easily see where you fit into the collective wing mission and understand what can be expected of you in very short notice. That's all I ask. As far as our state mission, if you're highly proficient in the execution of your wartime mission, those same skill sets and tasks will be all that is necessary to execute the mission in any domestic operations scenario. We in the Air National Guard are in a highly dynamic environment right now regarding new mission sets, mobilization authorities, budget constraints, and force structure changes. To add to all of this, we and our fellow Air National Guard C-130H units, or wings, find ourselves in the unique position of, in very short order, becoming the sole operators of this weapon system. Many questions remain regarding lead command support, numbers of aircraft, units who will be effective. The reason I'm talking about all this is all that I have described is what I call the noise, which gets in the way of you being focused on executing the mission. Other noise can come in the form of extensive administrative, bureaucratic time demands, and non-essential information overload. My job, as well as your commander's job, is to remove that noise. I'm aware of the noise which can get in the way. I lived in the palace of noise for the last 2 years. I'll give a plug for the Air National Guard Readiness Center, folks. They're working tirelessly to advocate at the highest levels of the Air Force and DoD to sort through the noise, provide you what you need. They're an extremely hardworking and dedicated group from all the A&G units from the 54 states and territories. And I would encourage you all, at some point in your career, consider serving at the national level. Having said this, there's a lot of noise up there which you need not be concerned about. At the wing level, removing that noise and providing clarity regarding the execution of our wing mission will be my priority.